What's up, Scorpio? Welcome to your X or Next reading for October 2019. So I know it's been a hot second since I have posted any new readings, Scorps. And yeah, you guys have just been keeping me so busy with personal readings. September was a record-breaking month for me, like by a lot. In the way of, how many personal reading requests that I received. So for all of you out there that have purchased personal readings from me, I just want to give you guys a huge shout out and thank you for allowing me the opportunity to read for you on an individual basis. So yeah, I've also been traveling, Scorps. I'm obviously not at my home base right now. I do have my little my little thingy here, so it kind of feels like home. And of course, we've got a sugar-free Red Bull, so that makes us feel more at home, right? But yeah, I've been traveling, and so I'm coming to you live from my Airbnb. And yeah, I'm really super pumped to do this reading for you guys. So who is this reading for? Any and all Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, cross watchers, per the usual, you are totally welcome as well, that are dealing with an ex. So Scorpio, if you have been considering reconciling with an ex and are just looking for some more insight and guidance regarding your situation with an ex, then keep watching, okay? Now, this specific spread, this reading, is going to continue to be my featured reading of the month in the month of October, meaning that you will get a super good deal on it because it is the featured reading of the month. So if this reading does resonate, Scorpio, and you would like a personal reading, head to my website, therosytarot.com. All of the deets are in the box below, and get yourself hooked up with one of those, okay? So let's dive right in. And let's figure out what's the mutual energy. So where are you and this ex kind of meeting in the middle energetically right now regarding your thoughts and feelings on coming back together with one another? So what is the mutual energy here at this current time between Scorpio and the ex that they are watching this for? Make it clear. Okay, a few more. Tell me more. Okay, one more. Mutual energy for Scorpio and their ex. Whoa, okay. Oh, fuck, Scorpio. What's going on here? Whew. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, this is not, I'm not loving the first three cards that came out here. We're gonna do some clarifying and figure out what the fuck's going on here. But I'm gonna go ahead and share with you what we've got. So we've got the Nine of Swords, we have got the Emperor, and we have got the Knight of Swords. Definitely a lot of mental energy, a lot of mental rumination on both of your parts here. Being all up in your head, overthinking things, thinking the worst of things, literally like imagining the worst case scenario regarding this person and what outcome may happen, what may occur in the future with this person. So let's go ahead and do some clarifying here. So what is this Nine of Swords doing here in the mutual energy for Scorpio and their ex? Exactly. Oh my God. Scorps, quit self-sabotaging. And I mean that with so much love. Clarify the Emperor. What is the Emperor doing here in the mutual energy for Scorpio and their ex? All right. And tell me about the Knight of Swords. What else? Tell me more. One more. Very interesting, Scorpio. So, numero uno. And I do get the sense this is the main factor, main energy between you and this person, this ex of yours, Scorpio, at this current time. We've got the Nine of Swords clarified by the Magician. You both are manifesting being separated from one another, basically. Like, your thoughts become your reality, Scorpio. As within, so without, okay? We literally design our own lives. Everything starts up here. It starts up here, okay? Our vibration that we carry energetically, our thoughts. These, the universe will manifest these things into reality for us, okay? So, like the saying, like, and a lot of these types of sayings are really cheesy, but there's a lot of truth to them. But the saying, like, if you believe it, you can achieve it type of thing, it's the truth. Like, your thoughts become your beliefs. They do. I mean, your thoughts become your beliefs. So, what you believe is what your reality will be. That is what will literally happen. So if you think to yourself that, things are never going to work out with this person, and, this person is just never going to be able to show up for you and never really be able to invest in you, and this person's never going to be able to offer you stability, and this person is never going to, whatever your situation is, Scorps, take it as it resonates, okay? If you sit around and think those things, if you think to yourself, he or she is never going to be ready to really commit to me, or they'll never ask me to marry them, or they'll never, they're a bachelor or a bachelorette for life, and, or, they're bound to cheat on me, or whatever, fill in the blank, worst case scenario. If you sit around and think about these things, guess what? That's exactly what's going to fucking happen here. Point blank period, Scorps. So you and this ex are both in this energy right now. You both are way too all up in your head, and have a very harsh, negative, this is a very clinical, cold, mental, logical energy here. Do you want to know what is not here? Not even one fucking card. No cups. No cups. No, 0 cups, Scorpio. And guess what? That ain't gonna fly in a romantic connection, number one, but also you're a water sign. I mean, your feelings and emotions run deep, Scorps. Scorpios are very, very complex, very, very intuitive, very deep. I mean, Scorps, you guys are a deep well of endless emotions. I mean, so deep, so deep. And this mutual energy would indicate that you aren't, and neither is this ex of yours at this current time. Neither of you are approaching this situation with one another from a place of, from the heart space at all. You're completely approaching it from a mental, logical, cold, clinical, calculated, perhaps like a very, what's the word I'm looking for? Conniving, manipulative even maybe, strategic type of approach. No, it's not a good energy. It's not a good energy. We've got the Emperor clarified by the King of Swords and the Four of Swords. Exactly. Very cold, clinical, calculated. there's a need for there's a definite need for healing here. And there's major struggles here with you and this ex of yours regarding needing to feel in control, okay? Major issues with control. You know, needing to feel like you're calling the shots. Both of you are in that energy, okay? Definite issues with control here. If this is your reading, okay? May not resonate. And I'm going to go ahead and say, Scorps, if this ain't your story, it ain't your story, okay? So go check out your moon, rising, and Venus signs. Do not force it. Because let's face it, this reading literally cannot be for every Scorpio. So that's totally fine. That's totally normal. Check out your moon, rising, and Venus if it is not resonating, okay? So, and then we've got this Knight of Swords. Clarified by the World, the Five of Pentacles, and the Four of Wands. You know, again, you know, this Knight of Swords, the Knight of Swords can be, you know, the Knight of Swords and the energy I get from this card is very dependent most of the time on the other cards surrounding it in the context, okay? He can be a positive knight sometimes. In this case, he is an asshole. He's a fucking asshole. He is very much in, this is an energy of just being very harsh and very like, this is somebody that has their guard up. This is somebody who is just like not going to take any shit from anybody. And if you want to fuck with me, then come at me, bro. Like, I don't give a fuck. That's the type of energy that this is, okay? That's this energy. And let's remember, Scorps, this is mutual energy. So this is you and this person, okay? I mean, like, this is somebody that'll just fucking go off on you at the drop of the hat. If you say something to this person that they don't want to hear, then they're, you know, and furthermore, they may not even do you the, you know, the courtesy of a response if they don't like what you're trying to say to them. They may just cut you right the fuck off and walk away. Not just walk away, run away and not think twice about it, okay? With this World, you know, the World energy here and the Five of Pentacles, there is a definite, there's been a definite complete emotional disconnect, okay, between you and this person. There's a total lack of compassion, a lack of empathy, a lack of any sort of, a major lack of love. A major lack of love here. And, you know, with this Four of Wands energy, it's definitely the odd man out here amongst all of the cards, all of them. It's the definite odd man out. I do see this as, with the World though, that there's something that is trying to close out. There's a chapter that is trying to come to a close at this current time. And with it, bringing a new, more stable, balanced, harmonious sort of new beginning. So the question is, Scorps, is that harmonious, stable, solid, new sort of dynamic, is that going to be with this person, or is that going to be with someone new? So let's take a look at where this person is currently at in their headspace and heart space. Okay, Scorpio. So what they're currently thinking about you and how they're currently feeling about you, and potentially reconciling. All right, so where is this ex of Scorpio that they're watching this for? Where are they currently at in their headspace? What are they currently thinking about my Scorpios out there watching and potentially reconciling with Scorpio? Make it clear. Where's this ex of Scorps at in their headspace? Okay, one more. Whoa, way too many. Wow, okay, those are 3 major arcanas. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go ahead and pull the heart space, Scorps, and then we'll unpack this together. So what about the heart space? Where's this X of Scorpio at in their heart? How do they truly feel in their heart about my Scorpios out there watching? How do they truly feel in their heart about a potential reconciliation with Scorpio? Tell me more. One more card for the heart space. Wow, okay. All right, Scorpio. So here's what we've got for this ex of yours, where they're at, head and heart. We've got the Hierophant, the Star, and the Hermit. Very interesting. You know, I feel like that this person is really, they really are thinking about, you know, making commitment. They really are thinking about the future and, you know, what that's going to look like for them. Like, they really are thinking about reconciling. They are thinking about making a higher level of commitment to you. If you're married to this person, that's what this, you know, that's what that energy would be. But what I'm getting at here, though, Scorpio, is that, take it as it resonates. I mean, this person definitely sees you and this relationship as being like one of the more serious, one of the more committed relationships that they've ever been in. Okay. And they aren't taking it lightly. They're thinking a lot about this. They aren't taking this breakup lightly. They're not taking it lightly. So, that being said, with the Star and the Hermit, I mean, there's a lot of serious healing going on. This is very spiritual. This person is really going within right now and really trying to heal whatever toxicity and issues that they have. They're really trying to go within and figure out what the fuck is next, what they need to do. In the heart space, I mean, this is a lot of heavy energy. We've got the Tower, we've got Temperance, we've got the Six of Wands, and we've got the Moon. So let me tell you what this person is working on healing and addressing. They've got major issues with pride and ego, okay? Major issues with pride and ego. It's very likely they also struggle with, you know, the control issues. That's definitely a problem. You know, needing to feel in control, not being able to be truly emotionally vulnerable, which that definitely comes across here in the mutual energy. Perhaps, Scorpio, that's something you both struggle with, is not being good at expressing how you really truly feel. Not, you know, and that all stems from lack of love of self, okay? A lot of it does. Not loving you can only love somebody as much as you love yourself. It's the truth. And that this person is currently, you know, that's their demon. But I do sense there is healing. With this Temperance, like, I feel like this, with this Tower card, like, change is happening here. This person is definitely going through a major transformation at this current time. And it is of a very spiritual nature. It definitely is. With the Star, the Hermit, and Temperance, this person is being assisted. This person has, you know, divine assistance that is, like, you know, helping him through this process. I'm going to go ahead and make the statement though here, Scorpio, that I don't think in the month of October that this connection is going to be anywhere near ready to come back together. I'm not saying never, you know, but I just, I feel like that there's a lot of healing and work that individually that likely needs to be done if this is ever going to see, see a new beginning. So let's take a look at what energies and themes were most likely the biggest issues for this connection in the past. So the things that most likely, you know, caused you guys to break up to begin with, okay? So what energies and themes most challenged this connection between Scorpio and their ex in the past? Make it clear. Okay, tell me more. One more card. Okay. All right. First card out, and I feel like, again, this is really like coming across very strong in this reading. So for those of you out there that this is your story, please, please just take heed to this very, very powerful message. The first card out, worry, okay? The constant mental rumination. You guys are still in this energy. Constant worry, mental rumination is resulting in self-sabotage, and I mean, it's just self-destruction. And it literally, like, it was a ticking time bomb ready to, you know, waiting to explode. The first time, you know, the first round one, when you guys were together before. And that energy is still present. That energy is still present at this current time. That is something that has got to, you know, that's got to stop. If there's ever any hope for this connection to come back together, okay? And we've got failure. So I feel like that's probably what a lot of the worry is about. Just like, you know, in general, worrying about making the wrong decision, or worrying about just failing in general, anything being a failure, you know, being afraid and worrying and, you know, not taking a leap of faith and really giving your all to something because you're afraid that ultimately it will be a failure and you'll get your heart broken. That kind of shit. We've got friendship and we've got forgiveness. So I can definitely sense that there's definitely a need for forgiveness right now, but you know, these were energies that impacted the ending of this relationship to begin with. So with this friendship card, again, I feel like that there was a major lack of you know, empathy and love and emotion. Like there was a need for the two of you to be a friend to one another, to be understanding, to have compassion. Perhaps there was a major issue with communication, or, you know, I see it as, you know, somebody not opening up and really sharing their true feelings and emotions, perhaps not being emotionally vulnerable. And maybe that was just one of you, or maybe it's both of you. Take it as it resonates. And with this forgiveness card, you know, perhaps something did occur that, you know, required forgiveness of the other, and somebody wasn't willing to let that go. I'll tell you what this could also be. Scorps. Take it as it resonates. I do see a breakdown in communication. I feel like that was a major issue, you know, a major issue here. And with this, you know, this very anxious, a lot of anxiety, you know, type of energy, mental rumination. I feel like that it was just a fucking recipe for disaster, because basically one of you or both of you wasn't good at expressing how you were feeling about something. So instead you would internalize it and you would just sit around and fucking think about it. And let me tell you what happens when you do that. When you just bottle everything up inside and you don't express it, and you know your significant other is doing and saying things that are bothering you and hurting you or making you feel unloved or unsafe in a connection, and you don't speak up and you internalize it and you constantly have anxiety and worry about it, the more times that happens, it just is a fucking snowball. Okay, it's a snowball. And ultimately, before you know it, you fucking just resent the fuck out of this person, and it explodes and an ending occurs. And the really sad thing is, Scorpio, that these resentments that you have are in a way unfair and misplaced, unfair to the person, the partner that you're dealing with, because literally it's like, you know, one of you or both of you, whoever, take this, whichever side it applies to, you never spoke up. Someone never spoke up and let the other know, hey, this makes me feel this way. And it, you know, please stop doing that or saying that, or whatever that looks like. So that person never had an opportunity to correct their behavior. They didn't. Perhaps they were quite oblivious to the fact that there was even an issue. So, you know, take that as it resonates, but those are the energies I'm seeing as being like kind of what brought things to an end the first time, okay? Or, you know, initially, obviously they are your ex. So these are the reasons why they're your ex and not your current partner. So let's take a look, Scorpio, at if right now today the two of you were to attempt to reconcile, what things would, you know, what energies, what themes, what issues would propose the biggest threat to the reconciliation really being successful and, you know, standing the test of time? So what would be the biggest roadblocks to reconciliation, to a successful reconciliation at this current time between Scorpio and their ex? Make it clear. Okay, tell me more. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So somebody in this connection, or maybe it's both of you, a little bit of both of you, or only you know that, obviously. But there's a major need here for, there's a major lack of, there's a major issue, lack of self-love and self-worth, okay? There's a major need to love self, to value self, and I get the strong feeling, Scorpio, that these issues haven't been resolved. They haven't. There's healing that still needs to occur here. There definitely is with the partner, with the ex-partner. So perhaps within you as well, Scorpio. And then we've got the King of Swords making his second appearance. There's a major lack of coming from a place of the heart. There's a major issue with approaching things from a very logical, clinical, calculated sort of standpoint, and completely eliminating all emotion and feeling from things. That's not going to work. That's not going to work. So, though, you know, I feel like that basically feel like that things wouldn't be any different than they were before if the two of you were to come back together right now. And, you know, only you know, Scorpio, if this connection may have a chance in the future, or if you even want to pursue that. But that being said, just be mindful of the fact that, you know, there's a good bit of healing and things that need to go down here. And it, you know, in order for this to ever be successful. And these are things that need to happen on a very, these are very personal things that need to happen on an individual level within each of you. So let's get some final messages here. Scorpio, this is really the part, you know, wrapping up the reading here where we find out the answer to the question, X or next. So let's see what messages come out for you. So what's the most important thing that my Scorpios out there watching, what's the most important thing they need to know about this connection with this X? Okay, tell me more. All right, one last message. Most important thing Scorps out there need to know about a potential reconciliation with this X. Well, I'm going to tell you, in this position of the reading, this would indicate that there will definitely be an opportunity at some point for reconciliation here with Judgment. So for the month of October 2019, this is definitely, you know, I'm not going to say X, because I don't feel like the time is now for this to come back together. However, the future may hold opportunities for, I mean, this indicates that there will be opportunities in the future. So we've got the Six of Swords, we've got Strength, we've got the Two of Pentacles, and we have got the Page of Cups. So the advice and guidance for you, Scorpio, it's time to, you know, at this current time, it is time for you to walk away, you know, to sail away towards calmer waters, okay? This is you pulling yourself out of this constant state of worry, anxiety, and mental rumination, okay? The time is now for you to regain your strength here, to, you know, to heal, to bounce back, to, you know, it's time for you to focus on feeling like yourself again. I get that message coming through, okay? You know, with this Two of Pentacles and the Page of Cups, this is a decision that you need to make, Scorpio. That's the message I've got for you for the month of October. It's time for you to decide if, you know, if you want this. And I feel like that, you know, this Judgment card being here, and I was inclined to say that, you know, there will be an opportunity for this. Not that there will be this. This is the opportunity portion of it. It's a choice. If this is something that you want, it will be available to you in the future, okay? But you're going to have to make that decision, and it's going to involve, you know, if you do decide that this is what you want, it is going to require you to, you know, to open up and to be vulnerable, to put your heart out there, to put your feelings out there. And, you know, that's the thing about relationships. You never know how someone is going to respond, right? And, you know, often people are too scared to take the risk. They're too scared of getting hurt. You're going to have to decide if you're willing to risk that and to invest emotionally. You know, that being said, Scorps, I feel like that this ex you're dealing with is likely the one that is so bad about approaching everything from a more mental, logical standpoint, and that they're like just unwilling to be emotionally vulnerable. Perhaps you are not necessarily, you know, bad at that. Perhaps you're quite good at that. Perhaps you actually did that, and this person didn't reciprocate that, and that fucked you up a little bit. The message here is, you know, if you want this, the opportunity will be there, but it's going to require you to decide if you're willing to offer that vulnerability to this person again. So that's the message I've got for you, Scorps. Good luck with everything. I really hope that this resonated with you and provided you with some clarity. Again, if you're interested in a personalized version of the same exact spread, it's my featured reading of the month for the entire month of October. Just check out my website, therosytarot.com. Until next time, I'm sending you guys so much love and light. Mwah. Peace.